What is up guys, Summer G here. After a long weekend break, I'm back to making videos. This is gonna be a last part because I can't keep making this video only. I gotta make other ones, I wanna make, because I don't wanna keep recording this. But I'll probably finish this in my own time. But anyways, just get started. Last part, probably a short part, so yeah, let's get started. You've changed for the worse and you don't even realize it. How sad. Shouldn't be much longer until the KPGA finally accepts that there's no future in Brood War. You are smart enough to know what happens then. But hey, the scene could always use more casters. Whatever you say, for the record, what excuse did you give your coach for another day off? VIP is a little more lax than Shock T1, but I might want to know, I might want to borrow it someday. At that, Bolt scowls. Jet doesn't waste the opening and strikes again. Don't worry, Dong Sang. I don't know what the heck that is. Your secret's safe with me. Run along now. I'm sure you got coins to flip or something. They're having like an argument, man. The sound lasts a moment longer before Bolt lets out a lazy shrug, instantly killing off the intensity in his expression. I've got better things to do than offer advice to a mouthy chobo. Do what you want, kid. My reading is getting worse every day. He thumbs his nose at me and returns to his station without another word. As soon as Bolt's out of sight, Jet takes my arm in a vice and practically drags me away. What the hell was that? Did you close your eyes, expand, and hope for the best? Even after a heated confrontation, her concern is with the match before anything else. I almost laugh. I don't know, I was trying to be kinda tricky and put my third base where he wouldn't have normally scouted. It's blatantly obvious that you're expanding if you haven't shown an army that in late in the game. He had to do was look around the map and collect a free win. Her pointed critical diffuses the tension from moments pyro or pyro, even if it doesn't exactly make me feel any better. When she's done through my long list of mistakes, Jet flicks a hand back towards the PCs. Come on, clear up a game against me. That was a commotion. So my voice might be a little bit dried. I kinda just woke up, had my breakfast and did my normal routine. So yeah. I told Jet that I wasn't feeling up to a practice after we played a few more one-sided games. She seemed annoyed, but agreed with my suggestion to take a short break. Back in high school, I used to spend most of my time at the library when class was over. To be honest, this was probably the most time I'm willingly spent outside of my room since then. I'm not the type to read for fun or study diligently, but it was nice to have a place to go and be on my own. I've missed those afternoons since I graduated. But Golden Zone Via is as good as a replacement hangout as I could hope for. It's clean and comfortable, and it has pretty much everything I need to say 24/7. This isn't an exaggeration. Some of the patrons here look practically glued to their chairs. With a milk tea from one of the vending machines in hand, I return to my seat across from Jet. She isn't wearing the same scowl from earlier, but I can tell she'd rather be practicing. What are you drinking? She snatches up the can across from her and takes a long sip. Coffee. What kind of coffee? Coffee is coffee. I don't drink sugary junk. And for the record, it's obnoxious to challenge someone that you don't know to a match. Is it really such a big deal? I just wanted a practice match against a good player. Seems harmless. Do you know those types that stream snipe and start shit on message boards so that people pay attention to them? More than a few come to mind. That's you, except you did it in real life. Cut me some slack. How do you know that guy anyway? His name is Bolt. He's from Bolt, the movie, the dog. Yes, he plays for Shock T1. Shock, huh? Bolt must be a new recruit. I haven't paid much attention to them or any Brood War team since StarCraft 2 came out. But he definitely was on the roster a year ago. Right, but how do you know him? Jet clicks her tongue and breaks her gaze away from me. I silently appreciate the reprieve from her death glare. If you must know, he and I went to the same middle school. I was in the class above him. Okay? I was thinking he might have knocked you out of the tournament or something. No, I never played him in a Star League. You don't need to overanalyze everything. Silence falls between us while Jet nurses what remains of her drink. I can't tell if she's really into coffee or if she's trying to find someone to occupy her lips other than our conversation. I doubt Jet spends much time at PC Banks given that she's got a team house to practice from. I should consider myself lucky that she'd make time to come out here at all. You know it makes zero sense for you to focus on qualifying for VSL, right? I blinked myself from my thoughts to meet Jet's intense stare. What do you mean? What's the point of us meeting up to practice then? No, I'm not saying. Listen. I want to round up some players. For what? For VSTL. Okay, that's a new thing. Team League. We're already on a team. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. She wavers, considering whether or not to tell me what I've already figured out. You're leaving VIP? Jet's eyes jump to mine, brows raised in surprise and then furrowed in annoyance. She's been on VIP for almost a year and is by far the team's best player. Management barely pays us, and nobody is motivated. They're worse than bad. They're complacent. I want a fresh start. Hey, I'm not guilting you. It's just isn't something I expected to hear. Do you have a team house picked out? No, not yet. What about a coach? No. Oh well, do you have any plays in mind? Look, it's a work in progress, okay? I edge away from her glare and raise my hands defensively. Okay. I won't ask again. For a while silent, Jet does her best to avoid eye contact, but I can tell she's thinking hard about something. Just as I'm about to rise to replace my milk tea with another, she speaks. Do you know all about all those new foreign teams popping up recently, right? Yeah, what about them? Isn't it strange? They're worse than almost every Korean squad, yet most of them have more sponsors. Well, there are a lot of esports fans outside of Korea now these days. People want to support their hometown heroes. I don't think it's that simple. Where would the money come from if not from the fans? Idiots. What? Idiots. Idiots that call themselves investors. Idiots that throw away money keeping mediocre players afloat because it makes them feel good inside for whatever reason. Well, she and Bolt agree on one thing at least. Okay. Are you going to find some idiots to sponsor you? No. Well... She takes a long moment to reconsider her answer. No, it wouldn't work out in the end. What I'm getting at is that too much of our scene ignores the foreign fan base. It's a huge mistake. Well, there's a time zone difference and a language barrier. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but lots of Korean fans don't find Korean players entertaining. What? How dare you? That's ridiculous. I'm just relaying common knowledge. Don't hold me accountable for opinions for Silver Leaguers. Most Western fan support goes to the people who entertain well. Streamers, casters, those kinds of people. The most famous players in your scene aren't the best. That's appalling. Hey, don't pretend like Brood War didn't get famous on the back of the dudes who looked good on camera. If the PC bang was the ship, then fangirls pulled the oars. That's different. They were pretty and skilled. Not one or the other. And show some respect. Those dudes are the only reason you and I are able to have this conversation. The sharp response and equally sharp glare suggests that I shouldn't argue the point. Jet knows better than I do anyway. We're getting off topic. There are tons of potential fans that most Korean teams ignore simply because they're too hard to connect with. Yeah, I agree. She lifts up an eyebrow and stares at me for just a bit too long before glancing away. If I wasn't sure before, I am now. Go on, say it. Say what? I know what you're thinking. No, you don't. Yes, I do. What am I thinking then? You want me to join a new team that is starting so I can help you with foreign fan base? Also, you invited me here to try out under the guise of practice. Wow. Jet slumps back in her seat, defeated. I fight a losing battle against the urge to laugh. Don't look so smug. I hate dealing with team management. You could always hire a manager. Before we have any players, maybe I should just keep my head down and practice. No, don't do that. I think that's a good idea. You're only saying that because I gave you an offer. Maybe, but hey, if you go through with this, I'll do whatever I can to help. How are you the one convincing me to go after my own idea, damn it? She chews on her lip, likely considering the harrowing risk of leaving her team. I can't make any commitments until we at least have some other players. It'd be stupid for me to move out of the VIP house without everything lined up. This is something I've been thinking about for a while, even if I don't have every detail hashed out yet. I want to keep overhead low, practice time high, lean and mean. She aims a finger at me, her dull nail a hair's breadth before my nose. If you're going to be part of this, you're going to pull your weight. You can start by searching for our players, unless you'd rather find me a coach and a sponsor. I cringe backwards and raise my hand. No. I'll leave that to you. Good. It'll work out better this way. The minimum number of players for a team league is 4. So you need to find at least 2. You know, this isn't exactly what I had in mind as the ideal join a team experience. Walk away if you like. You have a long way to go if you want to be anything other than our translator mascot anyway. I admit though, AC was right. I see glimpses of high level stuff in your play. As of right now, you're kind of stuck, even by foreigner standard, offense intended. You seriously need to start busting your ass. Coming to Korea is pointless if you're still practicing Western hours. Well, nobody ever claimed that Jet wasn't honest. I'm going to work you and everyone else like dogs. If this team comes together, I won't be happy with anything less than first place in VSTL. Well, I appreciate the chance. Offer a smile that she's quick to match. If we're going ahead with this, I've got a lot of stuff to do. The deadline to register for Team League is in 2 weeks. So we can't afford to waste time. Get moving on your search. Okay. accidentally. Oh. Alright, good luck. I'll catch you online. Yeah, later. When she's gone, I'll fall back to my chair and take a deep breath. Anyways, guys, that's it. No more last part. It's probably the end of this place right here. But hey, I hope you enjoyed the series so far. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it. Remember, subscribe to become a homie. And check out this game. If you really like me doing this, then you should just play it yourself or watch it another YouTuber. It's not really hard playing yourself. You just gotta read and just click, click, click. That's all you gotta do. Anyways, peace out, guys.